Welcome to the channel, Empathic Insights with Belle. I'm Belle. Welcome to your safe space and welcome to another reading. Today I'm going to be reading on P Diddy, who has been in the news a lot as of recent, and we're going to look at the situation empathically, trying to look at it from a spiritual perspective. What can be learned, if anything. Again, no judgment, just trying to really understand the emotions behind the actions, if at all possible. So, also, if you're new here, I have black and white pictures that I use for these readings. It helps me understand some feelings behind the person at the time the picture was taken. It helps me tune into their energy. I pick up a lot from photos, so don't come for me for these black and whites. I'd like to do that now. And this picture that I printed actually, so I tried to look at the pictures that are taken of the individual most recently. I don't know if this is the most recent picture of P Diddy, but this one for sure called out to me, and not in a good way. I kind of felt like, I don't know, I just had a bad sense when I looked at this picture. And I try to get pictures where the person is looking into the camera directly. That helps me a lot. But he's not looking directly at me or at the camera. He's kind of looking further beyond. So, but still, it called to me. I needed to print it and read on this. I feel like something with this picture is out of character for him. I feel, and what came to me was normally an inflated sense of self, an inflated sense of power. But there's something going on in this picture. I'm not sure when it was taken. It's almost like something vulnerable going on, where usually there's a wall that he has up, is what I'm feeling. Meaning he doesn't allow people into his psyche is the best word that comes to mind. So I don't know that he's guarded, in the psychic world, spiritual world, but there's something vulnerable here that is like something has creeped into his psyche, into his bubble, and it's almost like it feels vulnerable. I wonder when this was taken. I sense worry and almost like he's distant in this picture. Like his body's physically here, but his mind and maybe even spirit is just somewhere else. And I think that's why there's that vulnerability going on, because he's not fully here, present in this picture. But there's worry, something that's worrying him. Whereas in this picture, you can see the difference. And I tried to, hopefully y'all can see that properly. I have no way of knowing. But in this picture, I don't know if you all can see, but I can see there's a difference in his there's a vulnerability going on here, and here it's like that wall, impenetrable wall. And I still sense like mildly a little bit of worry, but not anywhere near the amount that's in the first picture. Here the wall is still up. The wall is still up, and there's again an inflation of power and of self. I can do no wrong, and even if I do, I'm covered. I'm covered. It's almost like, who's gonna stop me? And again, I feel that it's very inflated, this sense of confidence and sense of self and sense of power. I don't feel that, I feel that there's a like fragility about him too. A softness where if he were to get caught, persecuted, prosecuted, I think might be the best word. In other words, if he's found guilty, I don't know that that confidence that we see on the exterior is really gonna be there if he's found guilty. I don't know that he can handle that. And I feel that this inflation of confidence and of I can do no wrong, and even if I do, I can still do whatever I want whenever I want. I feel like it's due to maybe the fact that he has brought in a lot of money, maybe scouting people in the business or just business dealings that have been really successful, that have allowed these things to, number one, continue, and number two, it feeds into the I can do no wrong mentality. It's almost like because of all of the business and money that he had brought in, many things were made okay. Okay. So I think that is it for the pictures. I did shuffle, but I'm going to shuffle just a little bit more. Spirit, show me his energy. What does he want to say? What does he need to say? Let me channel his energy through the cards. I really hope this picks this up. Let me actually bring this down. Okay, 3 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, and 8 of Swords upright. I feel that the 3 of Cups is obviously what's going on now. A lot of people are coming forward. There's obviously a lot of gossip. There's obviously this is a big scandal, but there's a lot of people that are coming forward and revealing things that he never felt would happen. Be it by, what is it that they sign again? Those NDA contracts? Or, yeah, the NDAs. There's a lot of things that are being said that he never thought that either would be said or would be said by the people that are saying it. I feel like there's a lot of friendships that he thought he had that he's seeing now as they're coming forward. They weren't really friends. Like he's seeing how people really feel, and it's almost like it's coming out of left field for him. And this is something that he can't really come to terms with. He's trying to, but it's not quite working. There's the 8 of Swords energy that's here, where he's in a mental prison. This isn't, yeah, there isn't any other way to put that. He's in a mental prison. He's feeling a lot of fear about what may come from all of the allegations, the, what is it called? Lawsuit. the lawsuit that just recently came forward. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. So these two cards together signifies usually positivity. The cards in the upright position are the more negative emotions. The fact that they're in reverse indicates some positivity in the situation. So let's see if that's the case. Queen of Swords is more malice, more gossip, people being spiteful, people trying to take revenge. The Sun in reverse is the Sun in upright is normally a joyful, joyous time, happy times ahead, but obviously in reverse, not so joyful, not so happy times. Pessimism for sure, darkness. And the Four of Cups in reverse, again, it could mean something positive, but it could mean something positive if this person were to accept that, okay, I don't maybe see or have what I want, but I have faith that it might be coming, or this situation isn't working how I want it to, but I'm going to try to see the happiness in the situation. And it could mean that. However, with these two cards, I feel that there is, the negative emotions are persisting in a way that's leading to, or could lead to, mental instability. It could lead to depression. It could lead to other more serious illnesses, mental illnesses. So people, it could be a feminine energy, or it could be just people in general that feel like things have to be accounted for. They're looking for accountability. They're looking for justice. So for some that are coming forward, it's all out of spite and anger and looking for revenge, looking for money. Some allegations that come forward might not necessarily be true. I think that some might just take advantage of what's happening and just try to throw their 2 cents in without any credible, allegations. But I feel that for the most part, there's people that are just looking for justice and accountability. Knight of Wands in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit in reverse. The Knight of Wands, you know the saying that says, like, you're on your high horse. I feel that there's a shift going on, and there needed to be this coming off the high horse situation. Arrogance, recklessness, impatience, volatility, domineering. Those are some of the keywords. But for me, I feel, again, this is somebody being kicked off the high horse. And like a humbling of sorts. Wheel of Fortune is fated events. So this was going to happen. This needed to happen. This was fated. You can only go but so long doing what you're doing and not having spiritual consequences, karmic consequences. And there's obviously a lot that can be learned from the situation from a spiritual perspective, as well as many, many other perspectives. But usually this is internal, something internal, and it's not happening for him. So I don't know that he will see the lesson or he will learn from it. I don't think he would. Six of Swords in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles upright. Six of Swords in reverse is like you didn't succeed in something. You weren't victorious in something. You're not reaping the benefit of something. If anything, it might be reverse. You might be some sort of bad luck or repercussions that have to be dealt with. Nine of Cups in reverse, sadness, disappointment. I feel like this is saying there won't be success in, like, failure to overcome is really what I'm feeling. Like there's not going to be, even if, for example, there are more lawsuits that come forward, and even if it goes to court, let's say, and even if he's found not guilty, I don't, okay, even if he goes to court and if he's found not guilty, I don't see that he can overcome this. His personality or just his reputation. I feel it just, with the Five of Pentacles here, yeah, a lot of people that he thought he had in his corner are not going to be in his corner. There will be people turning his back on him left and right, which he never thought. He thought he had everybody's loyalty and at the palm of his hand, at his disposal. And this is almost like a downfall, if you will, that he won't be able to recover from. There, for sure, loss of money, lots of loss of money, whether it be from business partnerships or, if he has like brand partnerships, they'll be cutting ties. Or people can come after just his businesses and make it so that he loses a lot of the wealth that he has. Yeah, betrayal. Betrayal with that Three of Swords, heartbreak, heartache. Ace of Wands in reverse. And Ace of Swords in reverse. Interesting that these two beginnings are halted. Yeah, it feels like, and I don't know if this is what he will feel in the future going forward or what he's feeling now as a result of, just this newest lawsuit, but it almost feels like he's trying to go through certain doors, all doors that are available, and it's almost like there's a block. He can't go forward. He can't go forward no matter where he's turning. He can't go forward. I feel that mental, I feel that the mental aspect of P Diddy, it needs to really, I don't know if I'm going to say it, but it almost feels like there's going to be almost like a psychotic episode. That's what it feels like. Like he's not going to be able to overcome this. And it's like the mind for me. Like something is going on with his mind that he won't be able to bounce back from. Okay, Two of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands upright, and Seven of Swords. To where before I feel like, he had everyone and everything in the palm of his hand, like I said before. Now it's like I can't even see how I'm gonna make it overcome this. I can't see how I'm gonna go forward. Like I'm trying to go through these doors or take these avenues, but it's almost like they're not happening. And because of that, because he's not used to that, it's weighing on him. Whereas before it's like if I wanted this or that, he can do it no problem. But now he's not able to, he doesn't have that same power. Um, he doesn't have that same access. I don't know why that word wanted to come out. But it's almost like he feels I'm no longer in control. I have to take the back seat and now kind of see which way I can go given what I have, like given the tools or the resources that I have now versus a couple months ago or a year or two ago, I had all the resources. Now I have to make do with what I have. So it's like he's looking for the way forward, knocking on those doors, trying to go through those doors. He's still trying to do certain things that he could have done before, had the power to do before, but it's like he has to get knocked off a couple of times in order for him to realize this, like I can't do all that I was able to do before given everything that's in the news. I no longer have that power. I no longer have all of the resources disposable to me. And Seven of Wands is a very defensive card and energy. A lot of people coming, towards you, demanding answers, demanding a lot of things. And to me, also, it's like if you're standing your ground, you must feel like you're in, not that you're right, but it's almost like he's trying to defend the actions by either saying, it happened to me, so this is what I felt like I needed to do. I needed to continue doing in the industry, or, so and so knew about it and never stopped me, so it was okay. I feel that that's maybe the line of defense that will be taken. Please tell me more about his feelings while he was doing all of these things. So Ace of Pentacles, money coming in, abundance coming in. So this could be, when he first started making money in the industry, he was able to overcome a lot of the hardships with that money. Also, maybe with the power, the control that he received, gained access to that he didn't before. So the ability to do and overcome and resolve in a way that he never could before gave him a lot of confidence, gave him a lot of power. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is, see, in the upright position, it's like you're making impulsive decisions. You're not thinking things through. So it's not necessarily a great card. Youthful energy, like you're not thinking of the consequences. You're not thinking things through, not correctly, but thoroughly. And then in the reversed, it could mean all of that in excess. Like you're just making outlandish, outrageous, like decisions and impulsively. It could mean that you're learning to undo all of that. I'm going to pull out one more card, or maybe a couple of more cards, to see what this means. Because if he has the money now to do things, to handle all of the burdens and responsibilities that he had, so much so that he's like throwing it to people. Oh, I feel like that's like calculation and manipulation and deceit. What comes to me in like one of the oracle decks that I have, it's like a masked person, and that's what it feels like with him. All of the money, all of the fame, all of the power, he just learned how to the manipulation. Temperance upside down, in reverse. 10 of Cups, usually happy home, happy life, card. And the 8 of Cups in reverse. Definitely not going within. Again, it's another card that indicates you're not going within to kind of fill that sense of void. This to me says I'm still looking to fill those voids outside of me, be it people, money, drugs, alcohol. Yeah, there's definitely the energy of not going within, it's almost like there's no regard to the soul and the self here. It's all about, I just don't know how to word it other than trying to fill that void with things outside of himself. It's giving like the devil energy, chained and bound to something. Five of Swords, arguments, difference of opinions, clashing. Four of Swords, funny that it's the next card, but that would be, taking a rest, some time to yourself, thinking things, maybe seeking clarity. And then Strength card in reverse, more manipulation, more dishonesty, deceit, not being able to. So like, the Devil card would mean that you're dealing with things in not the healthiest of ways. You're turning to things in excess, right? And the Strength card, if it were to come after it or near it, would mean, but you're learning how to overcome that. You're taking steps to deal with things in healthy ways. But this is just with it in reverse. It's like, no, not doing that. So we're having arguments. This card, for me, it's like manipulation. Still, either knowing what to say, knowing what to do, to be the victor, to have what he wants, when he wants. It's just, I don't get what this card is doing here. If we're recuperating from some sort of battle, if we are contemplating maybe next step forward, why would this show up with this? I feel it's almost like it kind of, these 3 cards kind of have a double meaning to me. One is that, he's like, he takes time, seeks counsel or whatnot, but he takes time by himself and looks for ways when he's by himself to manipulate and deceive people. to get what he wants. But that's my dog. Hey, baby. Excuse you. I know. So he looks for ways to deceive people and get what he wants. The other part of it is like, it almost feels like there's some sort of awareness that tries to come forward within him, like something that doesn't feel right, or something that, like, some sort of conscious that might come, that kind of forces him to like contemplate on it for a little bit. But it's almost like he either brushes it off, or it's like, I get what I want, then here's the conscious kicking in, but it's like he's not seeing things clearly. Almost like he's making it make sense and making it right in his mind, but it's not right. So those are the two meanings that I got for that. King of Cups, Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups. That Seven of Cups to me is like, I literally, again, I can have anything I want. I can have whoever I want. I have options. I always have options. I wonder what his sign is. I feel like this is saying, that it's something about the speed or the rapidness of, is that even a word? Rapidness? Yeah, let's pretend it is. But something about the speed of all of this money coming in. I don't know if that's legitimately a reason. Some people don't know how to handle, basically from rags to riches one day to the next. I don't know if that's the reason that these things happen. I'd have to pull more cards to see, like, well, if you do X, Y, and Z, you can have this tomorrow. You can have your own private jet tomorrow. But this King of Cups is, I would expect that if this, would be in reverse. But it's somebody who isn't necessarily, somebody who's kind of, at least emotionally, put together. Calm, cool, collected, emotionally mature, loyal. Loyalty. By pledging your loyalty, that's how you get access to all that you want. Okay. The Hanged Man in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Chariot. The Hanged Man in reverse is almost like a refusal to see things clearly if it would require some sacrifice. Which I feel like that's what's, yeah, if it's going to cost me my luxury aircraft or my millions and millions of dollars, like, I want to put some blinders on and not see anything. It's kind of what I'm feeling. Empress in reverse could mean stagnation. It could mean feminine energy that's out of whack. It's not aligned. It could mean not taking care of self. So negligence. Chariot is about movement forward. So I don't want to sacrifice all that I have to see if what I'm doing is correct or not. Negligence or lack of progress. To me, the Chariot card doesn't make sense being there, because how can you move forward? How can you deal with opposing forces and still continue forward and master that and be successful in that, but you're not looking at things, you're neglecting to? Oh, well, he wants to move forward and not look at things properly. What's gonna happen? What? This reminds me of the Justice cards. We have the World, the King of Swords upright, Page of Cups upright. This reminds me of the World for some reason. It reminds me of justice. It could be like a judge, a male judge. I feel that this says that there will be success in these lawsuits, if you know what I mean. Like, in other words, he'll allege, Lord, I don't want to get sued, but to me it seems like the lawsuits will have success in bringing him down. Because to me, these two cards just mean justice, balance and justice, and shedding a light, especially with other things going on in the news too, just shedding a light on industries that are doing things like this. It is shedding light on those topics, those areas, and to hopefully fix the discord that is there, that is people or parents or whoever just making things okay, and or people that maybe don't have parents and they just are manipulated into thinking that these things are okay, just making it better for them to know that, hey, this isn't okay. I don't have to be manipulated into thinking that this is what I have to do. Knowledge with the Two of Priestess, some sort of revelation or some sort of connection to the subconscious, bringing in some maybe skills. I feel like this is saying as a whole, the planet is kind of shaking off I feel like it's balancing itself. It's shaking off what is no longer of service, what no longer needs to be held on to, moving forward, and balancing itself. I feel like that's what's happening globally on, like, a planetary, or maybe even our solar system at this time. I don't know, but I feel like this is just the planet as it's ascending. It's just getting rid of things that no longer serve. More to be revealed. All of the injustices are going to be coming out. I would say it feels like within the next like few years, maybe 5 to 10 years, a lot of these revelations will continue to come up. And it's just revealing the greed that these people have, not only of material possessions, but just of people, possessions of people and of money and of resources and of power. All of that is going to come to light within the next 5 to 10 years. And I feel like it's like as it's supposed to, if we are to ascend, right, as a planet. Any final? Lots of conflicts, lots of arguments until we get, to that ascended, maybe that next level of ascension or next few levels. There's going to be more shakeups. We're still going to be going through the cycles, the back and forth between things. So not only are we dealing with people that like use and abuse power, money, resources, and all of that stuff, but I feel like it's also going to force a lot of us to, in order for us to behave that way, there has to be something going on inside of us. And I feel like that's what these cards are saying here. Like there's going to be a lot of conflict, yes, but that's going to bring us to a point of us going within and realizing, hey, this is a reflection of what I have going on inside. So it's still, there's going to be a lot that's going to be revealed, but I feel like that's going to force a lot of people to go within and notice that these are patterns that we have within ourselves, is what I'm feeling. It's going to force us to go within, to look at the negative cycles we have going on within, to look at maybe some lack of discipline that we have going on, lack of righteousness that we have going on. All of that is going to come to light. I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg, is what I'm sensing. Okay, I think that is all I have. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, comments, or love, you can leave them below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.